Made in Abyss is a series that perfectly contrasts the beauty of adventure and childlike intrigue with the dark and depressing nature of reality. Most of the aspects of the series are designed to have two contrasting sides, one light and one dark. The Abyss is a place of endless bounties and adventure, but it's also a place of death and suffering, and the series' best antagonist is the same, as Bondrewd is a caring father who genuinely loves the children under his care, but at the same time is someone so obsessed with progress that he will commit the most atrocious of acts and sacrifice even those he loves in order to do so. And so this is the character who we shall explore today. If you find yourself entertained at any point during the video, then consider liking, subscribing and ringing that bell, as I cannot explain to you how much such a small action can do for this channel. And this video is a custom Patreon request from my amazing patron Rinjack9696, so I hope I do your favourite antagonist justice in this video. The biggest misunderstanding I see in relation to Bondrewd's character is that he is a flat out terrible person, that he's just a horrible person with no emotions, a cold unfeeling robot in service to progress. And that isn't true. As Bondrewd isn't unfeeling and he genuinely loves the children in his care, even if that love is second to his desire for progress. As Bondrewd's goal, his dream, is progress, and everything else is superseded by that fact. He is capable of doing the most despicable acts, killing children, turning them into resources and tools for his own ends. He takes ethics and human decency and he rips them to shreds. If you are a human being, you just can't justify what he is doing. And I completely agree that no matter what your ethical views are, Bondrewd is not in the right. But the thing is, he never claims to be. He never sees himself as a good guy, as good and bad don't factor into it at all. And in Bondrewd's mind, his treatment of the people he loves, his sacrifices, they're completely unrelated to the love he feels for them. Bondrewd remembers the names of every child he takes in, he loves and cares for them all, and he wants to make them all happy. He doesn't wish any ill will on the children, in fact he is thankful to them for helping him reach his goal. Take Prushka. He not only acted as her father figure, made her smile and gave her love, but he was the reason she regained a will to live. He saved her in all senses of the word, and that's why Prushka had nothing but kind words to say about Bondrewd, as in her experiences he is nothing but a loving father. I mean, look at his relationship to Nanachi. He enjoyed working alongside her and wanted her to achieve his goal alongside him. He never holds her prisoner, he lets her leave with Mitty without stopping her. I mean, he had vision hijacking at the time and for sure knew that Nanachi was leaving, but he didn't bother to stop her. As why would he? She is someone he cares for, and so if she wants to leave, she can. He cares for her well-being and honours her decisions. He never goes to recapture her, as he wants her to be happy. His kindness is completely separate to his ruthlessness. They don't overlap in his mind or in his actions. And this is the tragedy of Bondrewd as a character, as take away his actions and his thirst for progress and you are left with a loving man, someone who gives children love, affection and a purpose. However, like everything, this love is second to his dream. Bondrewd gives up his body, his mind, his humanity and everyone he loves in order to pursue his desire for knowledge and for progress. Every time he takes a step closer to his dream, he loses something precious to him, and that is just tragic. Giving up things for the sake of your dream is unavoidable, but to give up everything is just endlessly depressing. But the thirst Bondrewd feels for knowledge is just too much for him to bear, and so he has to move forward no matter what. And that is why he is the perfect antagonist for Made in Abyss as a series, because what is the story as a whole about? It's about pushing forward towards your goal, doing what you have to in order to succeed. Bondrewd pushes forward towards his goal, sacrificing everything in order to succeed. He is a dark and twisted version of the story's main theme, which is in great contrast to Riko, who like Bondrewd pushes forward towards her goal, but does so without sacrificing the things and the people she loves. They are surprisingly similar characters, both love the people around them, both have a deep unending thirst to achieve their goal, however one is willing to sacrifice everything and the other one refuses to do so. And in the end, this is why he loses. One-on-one he would have defeated Riko without breaking a sweat. Unlike her, he gained power and knowledge by sacrifice. She, however, has not, and so is naive and weak. On paper, this makes it seem like Bondrewd's way of thinking is correct. However, by not sacrificing those around her, Riko has something Bondrewd doesn't. She has companions, she has Reg. And so Reg defeats Bondrewd as he's the embodiment of Riko's trust and her love. When she found Reg, she didn't give him up as a relic, she didn't sacrifice him in pursuit of her career as a cave raider. No, instead she befriended him and showed him love. And to reward that love, he fights for her and defeats Bondrewd, proving her ideal superior to his own. Proving that love trumps sacrifice. And so after his defeat, what does Bondrewd do? He praises Nanachi for her efforts for helping Riko and Reg to defeat him. He shows no malice to her for beating him because he values what makes her happy and supports her choices even if those choices are to stand in his way. He doesn't show anger at his defeat but instead gratitude. Nanachi, no matter what, can never bring herself to truly hate Bondrewd, because for every heinous act he committed, he also committed one of love and affection. The contrast between the two sides of Bondrewd is shockingly clear, which is of course why his face is literally cut down the middle into two halves, the kind loving father and the inhuman desire for progress and knowledge. He's a truly unique character, one who you hate from the bottom of your gut, but at the same time find yourself liking nonetheless. As for every horrible part of him, there is an equally kind part. That all said, in the end he let his desires outweigh his love, and this is why he never made it to the bottom of the abyss, why he was defeated by Riko, as unlike him, she wasn't willing to throw away her humanity. Made in Abyss as a story explores people fueled by desires for knowledge, for adventure, for the truth. However, although all cave raiders share this trait, how they act on it is what makes them all different, and Bondrewd splendidly shows one way towards this goal, one that forces you to sacrifice everything you value and everything you love, and one that in the end proved to be ineffective, as Bondrewd's way wasn't the right way, whereas Riko's was, as if you sacrifice everything, even if you achieve your goal, you were left with nothing. Comment of the week comes from MegaTurtles10, and I totally agree that Bath Boy definitely needed more screen time. If you are interested in my literary endeavours, then why not check out my books Gang, Fluid Justice and People of Fate Volume 1, available at Amazon.com. And if you want to go the extra mile in supporting this channel, then consider pledging to my Patreon, where for as little as £2.75 a month, you can get your name at the end of the video, like Hikari Desu, 7SO, Smokey McBobby and Rinjack9696. So with all that said and done, I've been Seth the Sin, the Deadly Sin of Geek, and I'm signing out. Stay safe, everyone.